All right, everybody. We haven't hit on Matt Walsh in a hot minute, have we? Well, if you're someone who's been craving some Matt Walsh dunking, you're going to be happy to hear that a MediaMatters.org article just dropped about Matt Walsh, titled, brace yourself, Sweet Daddy Walsh and the Sweet Baby Gang, Matt Walsh's dirty deal with diapers. We're digging into Matt Walsh's weird fetish that he does with his fan base. Yeah, we're going deep. We're going deep today. That's right. The Daily Wire sells a plushie featuring Matt Walsh's likeness in a diaper, quote-unquote, for your kids to play with, and it gets weirder. I am so glad that mainstream media is starting to cover this guy and this weird that he does. All of these guys are really huge weirdos, and once there's enough mainstream media attention drawn to them, YouTube and platforms like it will eventually have no choice but to drop the ban hammer, because they're blatantly breaking the platform's own rules. Imagine being 39 and a 24-year-old fetus thinks they're old. Listen, I used to be able to heal from any injury in like a day, okay? Now I get hurt, and it's like, I have to take pills to make pain go away and stuff. It doesn't just go away on its own like it used to when I was a teenager and in my earlier 20s. You know, like, kind of hits around 23, 24. Anyway, Daily Wire podcaster Matt Walsh has positioned himself as the anti-LGBTQ public morality police, leading an effort to boycott Target over false claims that the company was promoting tuck-friendly bathing suits for children. So observers might be forgiven for raising their eyebrows at the Daily Wire marketing a plush figure of Walsh clothed only in a diaper, which the website claims, quote-unquote, is the perfect statement piece for your kids to play with. The figure, labeled the Sweet Baby Plushie, costs $24.99 and is marketed as having, quote-unquote, limited quantities available. The Daily Wire also sells a Sweet Baby Gang repeat t-shirt on sale at press time of $10.49, or press time for $10.49, featuring Walsh's diapered likeness, available for all members of the Sweet Baby Gang. What on earth, you might ask, is the Sweet Baby Gang? The ad copy does not do much to clear up the matter, saying mysteriously, if you haven't heard of the Sweet Baby Gang by now, then you probably don't deserve to. A sold-out Sweet Baby Gang patch says somewhat ominously that rule number 1 of Sweet Baby Gang is don't talk about Sweet Baby Gang. So naturally, I went looking. The Sweet Baby Gang is what Walsh's fans, the same group of people who on October 21st last year held a rally, quote-unquote, to end child mutilation in Tennessee. What they call child mutilation is like trans kids existing. Also, they don't do bottom surgeries or top surgeries on trans kids. They do them on, like, at the youngest teenagers, and typically to adults, and even when they are adults, it's a massively difficult process to go through. It is easier to buy a gun than to transition in most of the country. Walsh's show sometimes includes special sections for members of the Sweet Baby Gang to write in and ask for advice. According to a separate video, members of the Sweet Baby Gang call Walsh Sweet Daddy, with one fan going as far as to tattoo the phrase and image on their body, and others allegedly responding to a call for a quote-unquote official Sweet Baby Gang anthem. With quote-unquote hundreds of submissions. Content warning, the video below features Daily Wire host Michael Knowles saying, "Yes, Daddy" to Walsh. We're not going to watch that. Actually, we're going to watch that. If this journalist had to see it, then so do you.
Of submissions. 5 finalists, 3 judges, 1 winner. This is the Daily Wire search for the official Sweet Baby Gang anthem. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the search for the Sweet Baby Gang.
Okay, so we've got Ben Shabibo, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, the guy who did the gay sex in that student film movie that we covered. And we've got Andrew Klavan, whose claim to fame is when The Witcher show came out, he, died on the horse on the hill of claiming that no women could ever beat any man ever in a sword fight. And then he got, like, blown the fuck out by all of the internet. Even Shadiversity, who's now, like, an anti-woke grifter, made a video dunking on Andrew Klavan back then because his statement was just so bald-faced stupid that no woman could beat any man ever in a sword fight.
Anthem. I am your host, Michael Knowles. I am joined by my fellow Daily Wire hosts, Ben Shapiro, Andrew Klavan, and the man of the hour, Matt Walsh. Now, the winner of this contest is in for a real treat. He will get all of our most recent books. He will also become a part
God,
of
it's
the Matt
such an
Walsh
effective
Show
grift.
legacy. He
It's
will
so
be featured
lucrative.
in his very song at the introduction to the Reading the Comments section of Matt's show. Now, Matt, I am told that the Sweet Baby Gang has a special name for you.
They do.
They do.
Sweet Daddy Walsh is what they call me. That's my official name.
Daddy Walsh.
That's all we need to see. Beyond his use of a diaper-clad image for merchandise, Walsh also has an odd history of content involving diapers. One video posted on the YouTube page of the Matt and Crank program, which he co-hosted from early 2010 through to August 2011, shows the then radio DJ judging a diaper wrestling competition between two adult men, whose names are listed as Intern A and Tater. A large tattoo of a swastika is visible on Tater's back at multiple points in the video, in line with Walsh's public identification as a theocratic fascist. He does call himself a fascist openly. And jokes about Nazi book burnings from early in his career. So apparently Matt Walsh would make his interns do diaper fights. And one of his interns had a Nazi tattoo. I guess we're gonna have to of the swastika.
In diapers, and what's on the line now? If Tater wins by pin or submission, he
This is Matt Walsh here, by the way. You can tell by his voice this is Matt Walsh.
wins tickets to go check out Kicks in Easton, along with 9 other great bands. If Intern A wins, if he can somehow take down this giant behemoth, man, he will get the opportunity just to spray Crank with mace in the face.
This is this is not happening with the mace.
It's a look. It's something that.
Yeah, it's on
motivates
this
me.
guy's back of this
So just
guy's
beat him,
shoulders
and
where the
we'll
swastika
figure out the
tattoo
mace
is.
thing, but just first thing is to beat him. So now, do they have to start in a wrestling position or what? How do you start this? Yeah, how does this work?
I think they just go like two gladiators in the arena, man to man, bear to baby Huey.
Sumo? Yeah.
No, because that'll require ripping at the diaper, and I don't want to see the diaper come off.
You push. Just push.
Okay. No, I think it's
I'm
gotta be.
concerned about the legality of this on YouTube, dog. Can we get a nice shot of the guy with the swastika tattoos back? Jesus Christ. Listen, guys. Gay people are degenerates, as it turns out, and these guys are apparently not gay. Is this just gay porn? This is just gay porn. Wait a minute. This is just gay porn. Oh, there you go. You can see the swastika now. You can kind of see it there. When he turns around. Here, I'll get the image there where they put it in the thing. Here, when I refresh the page, it should show up. Yeah, there we go. If I show you guys the screen, you can see right here his little swastika tattoo right there. Apparently there's also a guillotine in the background. Yeah, I see that. There's a bit of a guillotine there. Yeah, apparently the gay people are the ones who are degenerate, apparently. That's what they want us to believe. In this world, apparently gay people are the degenerates. Although he is the father of 6 children, that is terrifying, Walsh seems somewhat less enthusiastic about diapers when used for their intended purpose, complaining in multiple tweets about changing diapers, stating that he'd prefer his wife handle them without informing him, and then claiming that he has never actually changed a diaper. The What is a Woman filmmaker also has a history of eye-raising sexual comments about minors. God, this article goes so hard. In old comments resurfaced by Media Matters, Walsh said girls between the ages of like 17 and 24 is when they're technically most fertile. At about 16, you're an adult who is mature and can make decisions, and are that at 16. I don't care what anybody says. No. I don't care what anybody says. A deleted post from Walsh's previous blog called The Concept of Adolescence, quote-unquote, a modern plague, calling the concept of adolescence, quote-unquote, a modern plague, claiming inaccurately that adolescence isn't a product of brain chemistry, it's a product of our expectations. If we expect 23-year-olds to act like they're 13, then we will get just that. The Daily Wire later spent tens of thousands of dollars on ads downplaying Walsh's teen pregnancy comments and claiming that he was the victim of a hit piece by liberals, with the company's other on-air personalities vouching for his work exposing the transgender madness. Walsh has also argued that 12 to 13-year-old girls who get pregnant should be forced to give birth so that the baby can be used as evidence of abuse. He defended the Duggar family over accusations of sexual abuse, and in 2015 said, if my own son got... Oh yeah, this is the guy who, his son was sexually assaulting his sister, and, he either defended or turned in the kid, and then Matt Walsh... Or yeah, he defended the kid and tried to protect him from legal action, then Matt Walsh defended it. Yeah, it was really fucked up. Matt Walsh said, if my own son, God forbid, came to me and admitted to doing what Josh Duggar did, I don't know that I'd immediately run to the cops. Josh Duggar admitted to molesting two of his younger sisters, and was sentenced last year to 151 months in prison for the possession of child pornography. Walsh is significantly less forgiving of LGBTQ people who violate his strongly held sense of what is appropriate. The Daily Wire personality recently called for a trans woman to be thrown in prison for breastfeeding her child, claiming, oh yeah, Naomi. Okay, there we go. We got the Naomi name drop. That's dope. The Daily Wire recently called for a trans woman to be thrown in prison for breastfeeding her child, claiming that it's a fetish. Walsh has called LGBTQ teachers groomers, adding there is no heterosexual person demanding this sort of thing on the other side, quote unquote. He's also complained that, quote unquote, we're filling the military with cross-dressers, called for the execution of doctors providing gender-affirming care, demanded that police drag away drag queens in handcuffs for performing in front of minors, and suggested raising taxes to build more prisons to satisfy his punitive fantasies. The Sweet Baby plushie remains available from the Matt Walsh Daily Wire store, with a discount available for those wanting to purchase too. I like to see articles like this. It's very effective to have all of this stuff kind of consolidated somewhere. Easy to cover all in one sitting, right? It's very effective. This kind of stuff getting broad attention from wider mainstream media is going to start to put the pressure on YouTube to actually apply their rules against larger conservative channels, because as it stands, these right-wing channels are such big moneymakers for YouTube that they're downright terrified to ban them, because YouTube is not profitable for Google. It is not profitable. And while there's no chance that it will ever be profitable for Google, they don't want it to be any bigger of a money sink. So platforming these YouTubers for as long as they can get away with, despite their blatant spreading of hate speech and breaking of the TOS, is in YouTube's best interest. So we'll just have to see how far YouTube can push it before all of us, including YouTube, end up being the victim of another adpocalypse. We'll just have to see.